Okay, hello everyone. In this video, actually, we'll try to implement the insert function, with the help of which we can insert any element inside our linked list at any given position. Let me explain you what I'm saying. So I've created this linked list, small linked list. Okay, and now you guys know that this is the head. It is pointing to our first node, and these are the data. 1, 2, and 3 are the data. 100 is the address of the first node, 150 is the address of the second node, 200 is the address of the third node. Okay, and they are connected like this because the first node contains the address of the second node and the second node contains the address of the third node, and third node does not have any address. Okay, I'm like, it does not contain any extra node because this is the end of linked list. So in case I want to, like, let's just take an example. I want to add a value 5. Okay, let's just take an example, and I want to edit at the end of the linked list. So what should I do? So if I do this, so I'm gonna create a box that of node type. Here I'm gonna make 5. Okay, this is gonna be null. And okay, I'm creating a new node. Say that this is a new node. It is pointing to our data that we are creating, and I want to actually place at the end of linked list, at the end. Okay, so what should be the changes that I need to do in the linked list? Think about it and answer. Okay, so I hope you thought. Okay, so what we will do is, this should point there, right? Very simple. So what should be the line? What should I write here? That means something is going to point here. Okay, I will see what is going to point out here in the code. That means in this next, whatever is pointing here, at this next I want to keep the address of new node. Understood till here? Yeah. Okay, now I want to actually, okay, this is the part where I want to insert at the end. I want to insert now at the first, like I want to insert before 1. Okay, before 1 I want to insert here, I want to insert here at this position. So what should I do? I want, like, example, this is my linked list. Let's write it like this. Okay, this is my linked list. 1, okay, 1, 2, and 3. Presently this is my linked list. I added one more number, this is 5. Now this has become my linked list. Okay, example. Now I want to add 8. I want to add 8. I want to add this 8 in the beginning of the linked list. So I want to actually make it something like, after insert 8 at beginning. Okay, the linked list will become this. I hope till now it is clear. Okay, firstly we had this 1, 2, 3. I added at the end at 5, so I got this linked list, this part. Okay, now I have added to the linked list, I am adding 8 at the beginning. So if I want to add a number at the beginning, or for that matter, let's assume that I'm not inserting at the end, I'm inserting at the beginning. Okay, so I want the, like, I'm inserting example 7. So 7 at the beginning, after that 1, after that 2, after that 3. This is the old linked list, old. This is the new insertion that has been done. So how will I insert at the beginning? Nothing, no changes. Very simple. See, new nodes next. This is the new node, right? Example, this was pointed by new node. So its next should contain, what should it contain? Like, it's containing the address of the next node. So after 7, what would be the next? Next is going to be 1. Who is pointing 1? 1 is pointed by head, right? Head is pointing 1. So in new nodes next, head should come. I hope this line is clear. Obviously we'll see it in the code as well, how we'll be doing it, but let's understand it, like what actually we are going to write. And see, now head is actually pointing here, and we have inserted here, but now the head should be 7, right? Because now 7 is the starting node. So make head equal to new node. Why new node? Because new node contains the address of 7. Making sense? Is okay. So I hope it's making sense. Now I am like, I don't want to insert in the beginning, I don't want to insert at the end. I want to insert it inside, or basically in between the linked list. Okay, So let's take a between example as well. Okay, let's take an example in between. Okay, 200. Okay, now I want to example, say I want to insert here between 1 and 2. So let me actually tell you one thing. We are gonna actually treat this linked list as an array. Okay, so this is gonna be a 0 index. Okay, this is gonna be 1 index. This is gonna be 2 index. Okay, these are indexes. Okay, this three numbers 0, 1 and 2 and are indexes. So I'm saying that I want to insert at this position. That means at index 1. You are understanding it? We want to insert the element at index 1. This is 0 index. Now here again it will be 1. Now this will be 2, and then again this will be 3. So if I want to insert, let's do it from the beginning and I'll explain it to you properly. What I'm saying is, now you guys know that our linked list was this 1, 2 and 3. This was at 0 index, this was as 1 index, and this was as 2 index. Now I'm saying that I want to insert 10 at position number 1. That means at index 1. Okay, so index 1, right now index 1 is containing the value 2, but now I want to actually insert 1. So sorry, I want to insert 10. So the linked list should be this. Making sense? This is 0 index, now this is 1 index, this is 2 index, this is 3 index. These are indexes. Okay, these are indexes, don't get confused. And these are values, the data. Okay, so I hope it's making sense. So how will I insert in the between? Like I have actually explained you how to insert at the end, how to insert at the beginning. Now how to insert at any position, and for that matter I took a position 1. Okay, so if this is the case, what should be our motive? Like, see, 1 is going to contain the address of 2, right? But right now 10 is containing the address of 2. So how will I make these changes? Think about it. It's simple. Obviously it's very simple. So see, in the let me actually write in the address form so that you understand it properly. Okay, right, let's just make it very fast. This linked list, let's make the 3 linked lists. Okay, assuming this is 5, the address is this null, and this address is 200. Let's just assume that 200 is being pointed by this. This is 3, this is 2, and this address is 150, this is 100, and head is 100, and it's pointing to this linked list. Okay, these are linked lists, and I want to add a number here. Okay, I want to add here, like I want to do, I want to actually decrease this pointer. That means heads next should point to the new node. Understanding it? Heads next should point to new node. New nodes next should point to the heads next. I want to make this right. Example is the data was 10, and so I want here, and if its address is like this, take 300. If the address is 300, like addresses can be anything, so I want here 300 comes here, and I want that 150 comes here. Does this make sense? So the linked list will become 2, 10, 3, 5. Does this make sense to us? Simple, right? We just want to manipulate with the addresses. In the, see again, I'll tell you again one more time. In the, see, this has been pointed by our new node, right? This has been pointed, we'll create this new node. Okay, where data, what we want to insert will be like it will actually be stored there. So new node's next should point to our this node. Okay, and this node's value was actually kept where? It was kept in the heads next. Okay, so we can access it from there. You understanding it? And then after this link is made, we can actually come to the heads next and make it new node, so that effectively it becomes this. Okay, so I hope you understood it. We'll actually understand more when we will actually be coding it. Okay, so let's just get into the code and try to implement this insertion function, like inserting at any position. Okay, so let's just go here. So this is also our code. Let's just write it here. It's fine. So obviously it's gonna return the address, the head address, right? Head. So for that matter, it's gonna be a node type address is gonna return, and let's keep the name of the function as insert. What parameters will it be taking? First of all, it will be taking the head, right? Because it needs to know the address of the first node. It needs data, what we need to store. It needs the position where we need to store, right? I hope these things are clear. These things are clear or not? Now let's go inside it. So we got the data. Now the data is with us. Let's create a new node. As I was saying, let's create a new node of type with this data, whatever has been given. So what did we do? What did we do here with this line number 94? We have created our this node, this new node, right? This new node. This. Let me change the pen color so you understand properly. This we have created this. Okay. That means we have, example, if we want to add 10, we have created 10. Now this is null and it is being pointed by new node. Okay, we have created this. Now we need to decide where we need to keep this. It will be decided where? By the position that we have been given, right? So example, if the position is 0, what does this imply? That means we want to add it in the beginning of the linked list. So very simple, I want to add it at the beginning. That means what I need to do, tell me. The new node snack should be equal to head, and head should point to new node. Does this make sense? What I did was obviously like let's just make a note in this, I guess. Here example, I had this linked list 1 2 3 and I want to insert a number 5 in the beginning. What I did, head was pointing here, so I told hey new node, this is new node, right? Hey you new node, inside your next put the head's value, right? And now head should be this 5, so head is going to point to the new node. This is the thing that we did. Okay, now what we need to do, we need to check for the other cases which will be handled using the position. Okay, so now I'll take here, let's take counter first. Okay, int count, and we'll start from 0 and we'll make it count if less than pos minus 1. And for that, first of all, we need to even store the head somewhere. So let me keep a temporary pointer. It is gonna keep the address of head so that I make changes in the temporary and it's not affected inside the head. Okay, so now if this is the case, make temp equal to temp next. I'll explain you what I'm writing. Obviously you guys might be knowing, but still I'll explain it to you. And count plus plus. Are we coming out of the loop? So as soon as I come out of the loop, I'll do something. Okay, so now let me explain you these 2 lines as well. Okay, let's just go and then actually do properly 6. So example, I've been given position as like I've been given position 1. Hey you, insert it at position number 1. Insert the data 10 inside the linked list. So effectively what I want, right? I want this, right? So what I did was I actually kept a counter 0. Okay, now I checked if this counter is less than our position minus 1. So what is our position? Position is 1, so position minus 1 is 0. So we were actually at the head and we are still at the head itself. Okay, we are at the head. Now at this position, when I came here, I want to insert 10. I want to insert 10. So in order to insert 10, I want to actually keep this like this. I want to make it a bit bigger. This is our initial. Okay, now 10 came in between, so it should actually be like this, right? You're understanding it? So this position is actually keeping the count before the position, like where we want to, like I want to insert at position number 1, like this is 0 1 2 3. So before the position you go and stop there. This purpose of the counter is that, example, the position was 2. Okay, the position was 2. So what is the position of 2? 2 is this, right? In this previous linked list, understand these things properly. These are the basics of linked list. Okay, this will actually be help, like this will actually help us even in the next topics as well. So see, this is 0, this is 1, this is 2. So that's why I'm taking a lot of time to explain these things. This is our index. I want to store, now the position is 2, so I want to actually store the value of 10 at position number 2. Okay, example, I've been given 10. So what I want is, I actually want this, effectively this is the index, right? Indexes, you can say that. So what I'm doing is, I'll actually take my counter and I'll let it come till position 1, and I'll come here and I'll stop. That means I'll come here and I'll stop, and after that I'll let 10 to be inserted here. So I came here, I stopped here, stop here, using the position, right? First of all, the count was 0, and what is our condition? Our condition is if count is less than position minus 1. So position now is 2, so it's gonna be actually 1, right? Position minus 2 minus 1 is 1. So now the count, first the counter value is 0 and head is pointing here. Okay, now temp is point, so I should say temp is pointing here, because temp has the address of head from line number 100. Okay, so temp is pointing here, simple, right? Now what is the count? 0. Then you actually go temp plus plus, that is temp equal to temp dot next. So temp came here, temp came here. Now temp is not pointing here, temp is pointing here, and count became 1. Now 1 is less than 1. Is this true? No, this is false. So stop here, stop here. Okay, now it has been stopped here, and now we are gonna insert 10. Now it's gonna be like this. Okay, so effectively it will make this, effectively it will be made this. So what we will be doing in the code, we'll understand after I write these 2 lines. Okay, so what we will be doing is very simple. Okay, but still we need to understand this. So I came out of the loop, temp is pointing to the previous node of before position, right? So what can I do? I can actually make temps, or before that let's make new nodes next equal to temps next. Okay, by this line I created this bond. 10 was here, okay, 3 is here. This was actually like this. I deleted this bond, and now new nodes next is pointing to the head next. So I created this arrow. In the next line I'll be actually creating this arrow. How will I create this? Temps next should point to new node, so this arrow will be created and our job is done, right? So next line is temps next equal to temps next equal to, what is that? New node. Yeah, new node. Done. After these things have been done, what we need to do, we need to just return our head. Simple, as simple as that. Okay, now let's run it and then check whether it's even working or not. Obviously it should work. We have taken the care of everything. Okay, let's run it. Okay, let's run it here as well. Head here itself. Let me first give a space so that we can Okay, and then I'll write here, let's create a node changed like or updated linked list. Okay, so update, let's make this node pointer. We will call using the head data, let's keep data 10 and position number. Let's make position at 2. Okay, at 2 we'll be putting at 2. So at position 2, 10 should that 10 should arrive. Okay, and then again I'll print the update. Already we have created this print function, so it will actually take care of these things. Okay, so let's run it and understand whether it's working or not. So let's first create the linked list. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 nodes. Okay, -1. So the linked list was this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Obviously this is the length that has been shown, and now actually what happened was this became this 1, 2, 10, 3, 4, 5, 6. That means now 10 has been inserted at position number 2, right? I hope you're understanding it, right? Very simple. The linked list that we created was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, I'm having to really fast, I know, but now I have inserted 10 here at this 2 position. What happened was this went like this, and then this came like this, and this became our new updated linked list. I hope it's clear. It's in case if it's not, just go through once again the video and obviously you understand it. Okay, so in the next video we'll try to implement the code of delete function. Okay, so see you guys in the next video. Thank you.